Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Face Reading Secrets of the People in the News session number 27. And here we are talking about the Green Party candidate for the office of the President of the United States of America, Dr. Jill Stein, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, another Mars. I don't know about you, but I am getting bored speaking about all these Mars personalities. Keep in mind there are 12 facial types altogether, and from the start there were 20 candidates running for president, 16 Republicans, 2 Democrats, 1 Libertarian, and 1 from Green Party. And look who else is a Mars in this company out of 20. 8 are Mars, 8 out of 20. And look at the American presidents in the last 60 years. Half of the presidents America had after World War II were Mars personality. You may say maybe all of the people who run for such a job are Mars. Not really, but many of them are. One must be ready to be confrontational, as all Mars personalities go, to be a fighter, to lose patience, and to go to war. So back to Jill Stein. Yes, Mars she is. And by now you probably know by heart what characteristics go with Mars personality. She is action-oriented, impatient, has a relatively short attention span, a short fuse. She is generous and spontaneous. She is ready to put up a fight. And in fact, she would rather fight than negotiate. But how can it be that an educated, attractive, intelligent woman with a good career of a medical doctor would enter politics with all the headaches and garbage that comes with being a politician? Well, to understand that, it may be useful to peek into her past, not her historical past, that is not my business, but her morphological past. Here is Jill Stein at the age of what, 17, 20, or 22 the most? Can be older than that. Super sensitive girl. How do I know? Look at the size of her nose, which means sensitivity, and the eyes set wide apart, blue arrow, naturally kind. Remember the Star Wars, Master Yoda? Here he is. I don't know if the director knew morphology, but he chose the right creature. You see how far apart his eyes are. Well, it's a lethal combination indeed. Kind and sensitive. Loves every creature on the planet and dies with every bug that she kills inadvertently. Toughen up, girl. But look, her inner face, green circle, is too large for the rest of her face and her body. So she gets overwhelmed by taking in too much. Do you think she could go to medical school being so sensitive? Something needed to be done. And indeed it was. She probably thought that she wanted to get rid of that big nose and become prettier consciously. But unconsciously, it was a move for survival. Look at the picture in the middle. Here she is, maybe 5 or 10 years older, with a totally different nose. It's shorter and pulled up, which made a sensitive girl less sensitive and more snappy and impatient. Yes, Venus. She is Venus here, charming, seductive, needing attention and compliments, interested in love and being loved, spunky and resourceful. Her loving nature probably made her quite a good and compassionate physician. And let's make love, not war sentiments of the Venus personality probably won her a lot of friends and admirers. But as we know, the Venus personality is always involved in social causes and the pursuit of justice. So Jill got angry, maybe very angry, because what she's seeing as a physician and how many people did not get proper medical care. and you see her face slowly morphing into a Mars. The shorter nose with less sensitivity allows her to use her intellect. Look at the almond-shaped nostril, which stands for high intelligence. And her ability and, in fact, the need to express herself, see the big distance between the tragus and antetragus in the ear, allows her to become a public advocate. Her temperament is sanguine. Look at the tilted forehead and the protruding chin. Remember, the animal archetype of the sanguine is a lion, the king. As a king or queen, she feels responsible for those who she chooses to be responsible for. And with the spiritual inclinations of the Neptune in her youth and the love of the world of the Venus in her 30s and maybe even 40s, at later age, in her 60s, she's ready and willing to put up a fight. And as a true sanguine, she goes all the way. How appropriate it is of her sanguine temperament, who is the most action-oriented of all temperaments, to say, the power to create this new world is not in our hopes, it is not in our dreams, it is in our hands. You may disagree with her, as I do, by the way, on her political views, but rest assured she is not a liar and she is not a coward. She is a noble queen who will be gracious whether she wins or loses. Did you see, by the way, her debate with Gary Johnson? It was a debate of two intelligent, honest, and respectful people. I must say, I do not agree with the visions that either of them has for Americans' future, but I have no doubt that morphologically, temperamentally that is, and ethically, either of them is more fit to be a president than those who they both trail behind. It is a sad state of affairs in the American politics that those with the least integrity and or honesty are on the top. It seems that those who do keep their integrity are unrealistic dreamers. And when the choice is between arrogance, dishonesty, and naive idealism, it is not much of a choice. But we are to make it in November. And that is all for today. Till next time, peace to all.